Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from my solo trap. So I'll have two different solo traps in today's videos. They're both mine. One is a rain trap comp and the other is a full comp. Again, they used to be rally trap comps, but since the new updates came out, they're no longer rally traps, and I just use them for solo trapping, usually just solo trapping bot users. So a lot of these clips today will be me trapping those bot users. If you missed yesterday's video, I went over the tracker bot, went on the tracker bot, used it, showed you guys what they actually see, and basically how to get around the tracker bot and all that. And we'll be going through some of that today as well, because most of these guys in today's clips found me from that tracker bot. I usually drop the shield and they pour it on me and started hitting me. So in this clip, for example, FC Hacking here, same thing happened. Shield drop, came on, poured me, started testing my front line. He sent a couple siege marches at me just to see what I had. Obviously, I think he sent two of them to make sure my wall was down, because I guess he wasn't really happy with the might drop on the first one, so he sent a second one. Realized that was my wall down, decided to go in for a tester march here. He went Reptilian Riders, which did 0. Again, a lot of times if you're sitting in range, their tester marches will do 0, and the only march that actually does anything is range. So again, I thought I was getting rallied right here, but apparently they're rallying one of my guildmates at the same time. I think this happened in the previous video too. As soon as I'm expecting them to set a rally on me after testing my front line, they set it on somebody else. Totally different. Again, it was a different count, but whatever. Again, he's coming in with infantry, so he realized I was in range. All he had to do was test me and see if the cab did 0, I guessed, and that happened. So he decided to go infantry blast at me, tier 4, tier 5. I'll take those kills all day. He did 306k to me without a leader, pretty much. So I'm gonna throw my leader on for this one, just because I didn't want to heal or anything like that. So went back to my speed up gear there. You can see he did do 200k less. So even if he, for whatever reason, missed that I swapped my gear, the might drop was quite a bit lower. So he doesn't even need a bot to tell him that I obviously did something there. Not that the bot will tell you if you switch it really quickly, because a lot of times if you're actually just trying to hit someone, you're not looking at the bot itself. So he might have missed my switch, but he definitely didn't miss how like the difference in might drop from my actual, or from the two attacks, because usually if there's a huge might difference, I'm doing something, he'll know that right away. He stopped after the second hit, but I got like 300k what's called free tier 4 kills on him, plus he has to heal those 400k tier 5. So again, same situation in this clip. My shield dropped here. It looks like Asarog decided to port on me and go in for the test. A lot of times, if they don't get your scout, they will actually just go in for a frontline test, and then some of them will actually go try to solo you after that, or they'll start a rally. So those are the two situations you end up happening with this. Again, this situation, he's testing my front line, so I'm just sitting here waiting to see what he decides to do. Is he going to go in for a solo? If that rally starts, a lot of times I'll just shield up and go try again later. It's not really worth it trying to mess with rallies. It's just, I don't know. I don't really have much fun doing it. I did it in the past, had some lag problems, ended up taking a rally I didn't want to, so since then I have not messed with people's rallies. A lot of times I'll just end up shielding, because if you end up if you end up getting rallied by them and then the whole guild sees you as a trap, a lot of times it's much harder to trap them later. So a lot of times it's better just to shield up once they start the rally and then go about your day, go trap someone else. You're less likely to be known in the kingdom. Whereas if for whatever reason you decide to like mess with them with the rally, a lot of times they won't even come and hit you ever again. They'll just be like, oh, we know this account now. The whole guild knows the account because obviously everyone joined the rally and saw you, and then you're kind of just screwed for the rest of the rally. So again, in this situation, like I said, he is just testing my front line. I think he has a good indication what my front line is, and again, I'm just gonna let him have that and then wait and see what happens, because I'm hoping for a solo attack in the situation. So I'm just checking his gear. seeing if he's switching to anything, and I think this is an actual attack. Yes, it is, but it's a tier 2, tier 4, so it looks like he's actually trying to solo me at this point. So he's going in with his tier 2 or tier 4 attack. All I gotta do is make sure I'm not basically doing too much. I guess I did try and bait him into going range that time because I was sitting in cav. He realized that from the low might drop, threw up the emote, and that was pretty much all it wrote. Again, if they see that the might drop is too low, they know you have switched your formations, especially after they tested me and I was in cav. So again, I was trying to make him test me in cav, but I did miss the first hit. And this one here, this clip right here, this is just me stealing one of their balls, and I guess he decided to send a tier 2 hit at me. So I was like, okay, I'll go into cav, I guess. I don't want him to hit me in range, because if he does 0 damage, there is 0 chance he's going to come back and hit me again, but unfortunately he did like 600 damage, so pretty much 0. Again, sometimes you want them to do a little more damage, especially in the first hit. It gives them a little more confidence to go in for a second hit. So if you see me in this situation, like, why did you switch to cap? I'm trying to get him to do a little more damage to me on that attack. I probably should have just went infantry at that point to get him to do even more, but you live, you learn. So this situation, I was just basically sitting here recording my shield drop here. So my shield has dropped, just making sure what formation I'm in. This was like, I don't know, like 30 seconds later, I would say 40 seconds later, this guy poured on me. It was Hexen Jaeger here. He just ended up scouting me, and then he actually literally poured it away after that. I was like, okay, I guess that was it. Didn't go in for an attack, and then someone from his guild poured into the exact same spot. I was like, okay, interesting. I'm not sure why he decided to port away and do that. I'm not sure what's going on with my thing there. It doesn't like that. It like goes back and then forward. So anyways, he decided just to go in for a test, and I believe he starts setting a rally. The only reason I kept this clip in here was just showing the shield drop, and then because they decided to port away and port in the same spot, I thought it was really weird, especially if they're planning to set a rally. I don't know why you would port away if you're going to have to port back and join the rally later. But anyway, so again, he set the rally, so I decided to leave here. So this is an interesting situation. So my shield has just dropped. No one has even scouted me at this point, and this guy decided just to go full-on cav blast at me and speed up his march from like a million miles away. I was like, interesting. I guess he thought I was probably empty at that point or something like that, because again, shield dropped, and then probably 30 seconds later, no scouts or anything, and then all of a sudden I have this like cav blast coming at me at like 5,000 miles an hour from like really, really far away, with his leader, by the way. So, and again, he's got decent cav blast. It's not like a top tier or anything like that, but it's full mythic and all that. And then now they port next to me and start scouting me. Like, oh, never mind, he actually had something. I wonder what he has. So looks like EU extra Udamitis. And now here comes the scout. Yeah, so now that I have their leaders, they're coming in trying to scout me. A lot of times in this situation, I will not get another solo attack. It looks like he's coming in with a wall breaker attack. I don't actually know what that is. Tier 3 and Tier 5. There's Tier 5 siege in there, so maybe he thought he got capped on my wall, but he did send a leadered attack, so usually that wouldn't happen. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what formation I want to sit at this point. I'm just putting all my formations around. Again, this is my rain trap, rally trap, if you guys are wondering which one this one is. Again, it keeps switching back and forth, but this is my rain trap one, so I don't have a tier 2 infantry frontline, so it is very hard for me to sit in infantry unless I want to be taking those tier 4 hits. It looks like I really messed up there, so I thought I almost didn't get my swap off in time, but I actually got full countered by Germain there. And I saw, the reason why I threw my gear on is because I saw Germain, and I know Germain has a really good account. I didn't quite realize how good of an account he had. Again, I was in Germain's guild literally at one point. I was in LX at one point, and I think and we were like allies with BRZ. I'm not sure if Germain was in LX or not, but I'm gonna message him just because I know Germain, obviously. So, and Again, I will not ransom off his leader, but I will make him sweat a little bit here, just to get his guild maybe to hit me again. So I guess send him the heart there. Obviously, I don't need to act offline because I didn't switch my war gear back, so they know what my war gear is. So again, I was actually a little caught off guard by him coming in solo me there, so I was like, oops, didn't expect that. And he went infantry, and you can see he does have quite a good set. He's got quite a bit of artifacts, a lot of castle stars, 11k heroes. He actually has 3 of them, by the way, if you guys were wondering, in that account, so it's a legit account. I do ask him what his attack is later, and I think it was 1120. Again, I have it in the video, so we'll get to that point pretty soon. Yeah, he's got 155 castle stars and quite a bit of artifacts, 363 at that point. By the way, this was right before the update on the Sanctuary, so I did not get most of those troops back. Actually, I got most of them back, but in the Sanctuary itself, not through Divine Providence, so it wasn't too bad. Again, at this point, they know I'm online. I have 2 other leaders at this point as well, so they know what's going on, and I'm like, did we migrate? Because again, I have so many accounts. A lot of times my guilds will migrate without me knowing that they have migrated. So at this point, I was like, I don't see anyone in our kingdom. So where do we go? So I'd actually. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago, apparently, we migrated. Again, I don't go on my accounts every single day. I don't know what's going on. So now they are rallying me at this point. I am doing the camp trap, where I'm sending out troops. So I'm just going to go into cav there just to not take too much damage, go back to range. I am sending my war gear. I don't really have to worry about too much if I'm in my war gear. He's going in again. He's going range this time. Range might do quite a bit of damage depending on what formation I'm sitting in, and did I switch to range wedge there? If I did, that's probably not what I want to be in. In this account, I want to be in range foul at all times. Just because of my lack of infantry, a range attack can do quite a bit of damage, so I do not want to be in that. Now he's going cav. Well, I am sitting in range, so he does. That's not going to do anything, especially if he's sitting in my war gear here. So he went all 3 of the attacks there, gave me a bunch of more kills before I ended up migrating here, because I will be migrating in a couple seconds just to cancel those rallies. Again, I will not be, I don't think I ended up, I'm not sure if I ransomed off Jermaine's leader or not. I don't think I did. I think I just just gave it back to him. I might have ransomed off the EW guy because I don't know who that guy is. So I might have made him ransom off, but the other one, I was going in one more time. Let's see what he's sending. Oh, it's a wall breaker. Apparently didn't think he broke my wall or something. I don't know about that attack, but again, he went 3 of those and then decided to go a wall breaker at the end. Usually you go the wall breaker before you send your solo attacks. That's usually the order you do things. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to go in one more time, but we'll sit here for a couple seconds and wait. But we'll check the reports here to see what he did. That one, he did quite a bit on that. He did 166 my front line with that range attack. And then I believe the cav attack did, like, literally nothing since I was sitting in range, and I have quite a bit of range stats on this account. I have no familiars on this account, if you guys were wondering, just because familiars came out. I already had the trap set up, and then I decided just not even to bother with them, because if anything, I was probably going to get like 1 familiar, and I was like, I guess that's like 15% HP I could get. I don't know. I just didn't decide to do it, and I have thousands of the red orbs, by the way, if you guys are wondering too. So I can make familiars. I just haven't got around to it. So again, I decided to migrate with the leaders just to cancel the rally, just because my guild had already migrated and I hadn't realized it. So I was like, oh, it was a good excuse to migrate with it. You can see here the infantry blast did pretty much the same as the range, even though I'm sitting in range. It's just based on the comp I have, because I have very little infantry, so range attacks do end up doing a little more damage than a normal range attack would, and he only had 4 range heroes in there too. So I guess one of his pre-set up ones is his leader, and he probably didn't want to send that one at me. Unless, wait, was this the guy who actually sent his leader at me? Anyways, I forgot what the guy's name was. Castar. Was that the guy who sent his leader at me? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you guys are following along a little better than I am. Again, this was right before the update, so I have memories a little off on this attack. So then he sent his wall breaker, which obviously obviously didn't do anything. So let's see here. We're gonna jump into the guild with BRZ, just because again I know BRZ. He was asking if it was me, realized it was me when it happened. His blast stats again were 1120%. That's not including the 11k heroes on top of that, so it is going to be a little bit higher than a normal 1120 with people who don't have those 11k heroes in there. Plus, I think he put a third 11k hero that didn't do anything. So, I guess he was actually sending me stuff. And again, I'm not sure what's. Oh, it was Castark. So he was trying to free his leader there. So that was him. Okay, yeah. So I was like, yeah, he soloed me full lead, no scout, like literally 30 seconds after my shield dropped. And again, they didn't know I was in the kingdom or anything at that point because I hadn't been on the account for a couple weeks. So. Yeah, so I thought it was kind of interesting. I've never had someone do that, just go full leader from like far away, just like YOLO it. Obviously didn't work out too well. He ended up losing some troops and all that in there. He didn't do very much damage to me either because I was already sitting in range. Didn't need my war gear on for that. Unfortunately, because of that, I think they knew I was sitting in range because Jermaine went in with full infantry after that, did 1,000,000 damage to me. I got 521k reds because I hadn't emptied my infirmaries. Normally that'd only be like 400k reds. I had sanctuary space, so most of that went into the sanctuary. Wasn't the new one, but it was the old one, which I can pull stuff out of that just as well. You can see he does have 3 11k heroes on his wall, which doesn't really work out because it would be better to have 1 extra infantry hero, and he would have did actually more damage if he didn't have the range cav 11k hero on his wall. So yeah. So just letting him know that that shouldn't be on there. Obviously he must have it on a preset and just forgot or something, or maybe or maybe he just forgot to switch his leaders. That could be whatever. So whatever reason it is, he ended up messing up his blast just because of that one. But anyway, so this is going to be the end of the video. These are just some old clips that I'm just throwing at the end. If you guys, like I said, if you guys missed the bot baiting video yesterday, go check that video out. Just see how the bot works. It's really good. It's very informational on how it works and how you can get around the bot and what the bot sees and all that stuff. That way, if you're ever baiting bots and stuff like that, you will know. Also, I want to ask you guys, do you guys want me to start doing the 1000 IQ and 2000 IQ trap again? Again, I haven't done the trap in a while, but with the new Divine Providence, I'm a little more interested in doing it again because even if I take a bad hit, I'm only going to lose like 2 million troops, and I'll get like 1.6 mil of those back anyways, so it won't be the worst thing in the world, so maybe I can start doing that. Obviously, before that, it wasn't really worth it because you would lose way too many troops, and it wasn't worth doing the 1000 and 2000 IQ traps, because if you ever got countered, you lose so many troops. Like, again, like, well, not like Rolf here would probably hit me for more than 2 million. He might even walk back for me and burn me at that point. Obviously, I need my leader against someone like him because he's got like, what was he? It was like 1400% before army attack, and with army attack, it's like something like 1800% attack or something like that on his stuff. So someone like that, I would have to be very, very careful with doing the 1000 IQ trap with. But if I'm in a kingdom with people like 1000%, 1100%, it might be okay. So let me know in the comments down below. Would you actually like to see me do the 1000 or 2000 IQ trap again? Because lately all I've been doing is just shield drop, bot trapping, and stuff like that. As long as they're not checking the bots, I should be okay. But obviously if they are, I could get in a lot of trouble. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.